Welcome everyone! The game called The Monster Inside, an audiovisual novella. I heard it's best to not really look up that much about this game going in. Not very long, but you know. But let's start. Okay. Monster Inside. Yeah, I found this game on Steam and want to play a show. My head pounded, ears still ringing slightly. Some of the worst nightmares I've had in years left me feeling like I've been punched in the jaw. But just like any other day, I dragged myself to the office. Okay. Cool. There was another notice on the door from Mayor Vanetti's office. Permit's out of date. They didn't like me much and were trying to drown me in paperwork. Well, if your permit's expiring, shouldn't you renew it? It was a slow month. Weeks since I'd have any real case to work on. But I passed the time pacing in the office, smoking and staring at the mirror in the corner, safely covered with an old bed sheet. Alright. I don't dare to look at my own reflection, too afraid of what I might see. Afraid someday I might have to face what I really am. Are we actually the monster? What's called the monster inside? The girl came in so quiet, I nearly choked on my cigarette. Girl. Mister, please, you gotta help me, mister. Calm down. Sit and talk slow. Yeah, what can I help you with? You ever hear knocking first? Okay, let's just try to calm down. Okay, thanks. It's just no one will listen to me, okay? Just tell me your tale. I'm listening. She eyed me with just a dash of suspicion as I tossed back a handful of pills and chased them with a swig of whiskey. That's not safe. So this might take a while. Her name was Lily. She told me she was his mistress. And then all over the newspapers, an infamous banker, Mr. Reginald Farnsworth. Mr. Farnsworth was a drunk, philandering bee, but this girl seemed genuinely concerned that he had recently gone missing. I was concerned about the fact Mr. Farnsworth's wife had just turned up dead in Central Park 2 nights ago. Lily, you don't understand. He just couldn't have done it. He hated his wife, but he couldn't have killed her. Everyone thinks it was him, and no one believes me. He gotta be in trouble. I think he's dead. I ain't saying I believe ya. What makes you think he's in danger? This looks pretty simple to me. Maybe I should wear my detective clothes. Okay, I am back with the detective clothes. We'll figure this case out together. I ain't saying I believe you, but what makes you think he's in danger? Case looks pretty simple to me. Well, Mr. Jack, you can just call me Jack. Jack, whoever did that to his wife must have been the one who took him. He would have never left behind without me, he promised me. I'm sure the girl was the one behind it. I'm sure Mr. Farnsworth promised this poor girl a lot of things. Please, the cops won't listen to me, and they want to bring him in on charges. Gotta prove it wasn't him before they find him. Honestly, I doubt they are in too much of a hurry. Farnsworth had practically the entire police force in his deep pockets, probably why they hadn't found much yet. If they found him and brought him in, it would be due to public pressure. Sometimes a mob with pitchforks is more dangerous than one man with money. You got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry now. I'll just put you got my curiosity, but you might not like what I find. Because the truth can be harsh. Oh, thank you, Mr. Jack. Thank you. But please be careful. I don't think this was just any murderer kidnapper. I think it was what? A beast. I think it's a beast, unless the wife was torn to shreds. The word struck me funny, like when you jar your elbow on a hard corner. Not a word many use these days, except in hushed whispers and bedtime stories for children. Oh, they were real enough, alright. They just got better at hiding, controlling their unseemly urges. I haven't seen any monsters in nearly 15 years, back when I was still caught myself. Well, that's definitely an interesting theory. I can help you. We'll get to the bottom of it. Don't you worry now. The detective work to me. Let's not jump to conclusions. Okay, I'll just be nice and just pick the second option. And you seem like the kind of man who's good at solving mysteries. Sure, can't you see how busy I am with cases? Heck yeah. I put a little too harshly. Sarcasm wasn't my strong suit. I reassured her some more and sent her on her way. I didn't want to scare her, but I warned her before she left to keep her doors locked and call me if she saw anything suspicious. I don't know if she was in danger herself, but better safe than sorry. True. That night, I made my way down to Central Park. It was a long shot, but maybe there was something there the cops had missed. Next chapter. Okay. Chapter 1 over. The scene was already picked clean by the cops days ago, but I've got a knack for finding the things others overlook. Oh, okay. Nice crime scene tape. There is claw marks on the tree. A knack, more of a symptom of a condition, other less useful symptoms I keep in check. But for the time being, my keen sense of smell would come in handy. Wait, is this an actual animal world? Or are we a werewolf? It was faint, but I could smell it before I even approached the police line. Are we an actual werewolf or something? The scent was less of a thing and more of an emotion. Seduction. Strangely familiar smell. Don't tell me it was Lily! I knew it! I expected the scent of trepidation or maybe even outright fear. Mrs. Farnsworth seemed to have been at the height of pleasure when she left this world. What? Language. Brought a new meaning to a crime of passion. So she was killed by her affair partner or something? I mean, the guy was also an affair partner too, but I didn't know she had one too. Pushing the thought from my mind, it was time to get down to business. Investigate the scene, okay. Muddy footprints everywhere. Difficult to pick out anything from the prints the cops left behind. In their haste, okay? The cops don't wear 2,000 pair of carquinos. What? It looks like Mr. Farnsworth was there that night. Walked away on his own 2 feet. Oh no, so did he get his wife and then someone got him? A burn mark on a nearby tree caught my eye. I ran my finger along its length and felt a chill down my spine. This wasn't done as any burn mark. This was the mark of an ancient magic. What? There's magic in this universe? Is that why the cops would have picked up on it? Could Lily have been right? Something natural was at place here. So there's supernatural stuff in this world? I was no stranger to the strange. After looking I think we are a werewolf doggo thing. Looking around for a while longer, I realized the park had given up all it was hiding from me. I trudged back to my apartment and my head hit the pillow like it owed me money. The next chapter. Next morning, I was reeling from another bout of ghoulish nightmares, but I tried to hide my discomfort when I saw Lily was already sitting outside my office. She did it. I think there's 2 culprits, right? I don't know. She went wordlessly as I unlocked the door and ripped down another notice from the mayor's office. I motioned for her to step inside. Seemingly afraid of what I might say, she finally worked up the courage to ask. So, what did you find? Well, I got some good news. Farnsworth might still be alive. Not sure about beasts, but something unnatural is at play. Might be right to worry about monsters. Found a spell's mark. I don't know. I don't think we should say the third one, right? Because we don't know if she knows. Doesn't what happens? She is a culprit. Well, what happens if this Farnsworth caught Lily and Mr. Farnsworth at having the affair, and then so he got her, and then basically she got him. Lily got him, maybe, or I don't know. Let's put the first one. I shouldn't have given her false hope like that. But she seemed like she needed something to hold on to right then. Didn't need to know about the mark on the tree. Exactly. How do you know that? Where is he? Found his footprints. Seems like he got out safely. Your signs hit the seat and slipped away. My tone was indifferent towards her as I turned and grabbed a bottle from my desk drawer. The dryness in my throat made it difficult to swallow my meds. What happens if they're like werewolf suppressants or something? But you don't know where he went. Do you think the news this morning is related? News is that? Uh-oh. I didn't see it yet. Haven't you heard? Yeah, but maybe you should tell me what you know. Nope, rough night followed by rough morning. Okay, let's act like we know. They found the police chief's wife dead by the docks. They say it happened last night. Oh, that's a lot of murders going on right now. Let me guess, Chief Amato is missing too. My face might have betrayed a hint of satisfaction as she confirmed my suspicions, but it faded quickly. Amato was a shoe cop and a shoe chief. He was half the reason I left the force. And now his wife was dead, and I had more questions than I did the day before. The gears in my head started to spin, which wasn't helped by the splitting pain at my temples. I told Lily I needed time to work, and she left slightly dejected, waiting more answers than I could provide. That night after the cops had cleared out the docks, I would slip down and see what I could uncover concerning Mrs. Amato's untimely demise. Next chapter. I guess we go to the docks now. Cold air smells strongly of salt and oil and, ooh, blood. Could it be? That smell again. Like someone had bottled pure arousal and used it as perfume. It hit me like a long forgotten memory. The sensual fumes soon gave way to a rush of adrenaline. I knew exactly what the scent reminded me of. It scared me more than not knowing what. What is it? I need to know. I looked down at my hands, shaking. The nightmares, the headaches. No, I was better now. Reformed. I had to focus. No jumping to conclusions. Follow the evidence. Investigate the scene. Here. Red Phoenix cigarettes. Same shoes brand I smoke every day. Everyone got their vice. Here. There, just there. The smallest piece of purple fabric. Torn and caught in the splinter of a board. Ooh. Police report didn't say anything about Mrs. Amato wearing purple. It was certainly of a quality you wouldn't expect down here. I don't see too many high society types around flaunting royal purple threads. I pulled out my pack of reds and lit up. I already feel another headache coming on. Looking out over the way seemed to help me forget. The cold helped me push down the uncomfortable thoughts that had been bubbling at the top of my brain. Next chapter. I also don't remember the walk back to the office. Then I spent the night in my easy chair. Air from the docks lingered on my clothes. It was still dark out. No, I checked the clock. How long have I been out? Had I really slept through the entire day? That's why I was saying that we're the evil. Maybe we're the evil ones. And maybe our werewolf nature or something is getting everyone, unless there's a twist besides that. Lucifer was sitting under the door. As I stood to fetch, I nearly fell over. A wave of nausea hit me like a ton of bricks. I steadied myself and regained my composure. Before I even picked up the paper, I could read the headline. Breaking mayor missing. Wife found dead. 2 cases is a coincidence, 3 is a pattern. Sure is. The cops would come ask questions soon. They knew I had a history of antagonizing all the victims. Oh no! I stumbled to my desk and slammed back 3 days worth of inhibitor pills. Yeah, he's a werewolf. I couldn't take any chances. I had to investigate the scene to be sure. I threw on my jacket and went to the door. Lily caught me off guard on the other side. Jack, where are you off to? I've been trying to reach you all day. Sorry, Lily. I don't have time to talk. I have to go. Busy. I'm off to Mrs. Vanetti's crime scene. That'd be the first one. Okay, but we need to talk when you get back. Stacey. I wonder if she's the one who is using the perfume to get us to do the stuff. I don't know. Give me a soft kiss on the cheek as I rush out. What? How did our relationship progress that fast? We only met for like 2 days. Part of me wanted to stay and tell her it would be okay, but it would be a lie. Next chapter. Got tense music. Is the end, I think. Alley was located just behind the high-rise apartments where Mayor Vanetti and his wife lived. You could tell the police were spooked now. The crime was even sloppier than the last. They hadn't even bothered to submit the trash into evidence. Oopsie. Here. Look up the trash, so. Why wouldn't they at least look through the dumpster? Seem untouched. No one wants to do the dirty work. But I know how to find the good stuff. The goods. It doesn't take long if you know what to look for. Lightweight bags usually mean someone was dumping documents. You're lucky they didn't bother to shred them. Pot, shell companies, shady stock trades, bribes. I knew Mayor Vanetti was crooked, but this was unbelievable. And there was more. Letters between Mayor Vanetti and Chief Amato talking about me. What? Oh, how if someone's framing us? How they were trying to get me shut down. They didn't like me snooping around crime scenes all the time. Well, they weren't here to stop me snooping around this one. Yeah, because they're dead. I guess car, right? Vanetti's car. If he's still alive, why wouldn't he have left in his car? It didn't make any sense. Honestly, I wasn't too motivated to find him, but the stakes were too high. My bet was edging towards the unthinkable. As I searched around for anything that might assuage my fears, I caught the scent again. It overwhelmed my other senses with undulating pleasure. It was intoxicating. A weapon used on the weak-willed. A weapon I knew all too well, but it has been many years since I had used it. Was there another like me? Was I being framed? I think that's the twist, that there's someone else who's a werewolf or framing them, I think. Or maybe we did do some of them, I don't know. Or maybe there's 2 culprits, me and someone else. It was possible, was it? I was taking my inhibitors, I was reformed. The nightmares, the headaches, the memory lapses. I couldn't even trust myself. That's not even when you take pills and drink at the same time. I started walking back out the alley when something shiny caught my eye. Watch. Not just any watch, though. My watch. How long has my wrist been bare? Surely I just dropped it when I first came down the alley. Like the time just before I left the office, hadn't I? Or had I used the wall clocks? I couldn't be sure. How did you drink too much? You had to cut back, man. Couldn't be sure of anything. So I ran. No, there's one more chapter left. I mean, there's not one more chapter left. There's more. I don't know why I ran back to the office. Boss would probably show up any minute to knock the door down and cart me away. We'll put it together before long. It'll be the best for everyone if I simply face my own reflection. But Lily was still there waiting for me. I'm pretty sure this has something to do with Lily, right? Jack, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. My own ghost come back to haunt me from the past. Not making any sense, Jack. Come sit down. You understand you're not safe around me. I took a good last look at her as I prepared to shove her out the door. I noticed she was wearing the same thing she had when she first came office 3 days ago. I'm gonna guess it's something that's purple, isn't it? A beautiful purple dress. I knew it! Thought that I hadn't really noticed before, but it made her seem out of place, out of time. I was frayed around the edges, torn in places. My chair caught my fall as my knees failed me. It was you. You are the monster, succubus. Oh, so she's a succubus, okay. Oh, Jack, we aren't one and the same, you and I. We're both monsters. I'm simply more honest with myself. No such thing as reformation. Those pills you take only make you dull. Beasts like us should never suppress our true natures as you have, incubus. Incubus? Those men were probably dead too, now I figured. I took them to her lair and arrested their seed. They did all this just to wake me up. You could say that, though it seems enough just to have you doubt yourself. You believe you're still capable of such horrors, which means deep down you probably are. You can't escape it. Now I need you to complete the deed. Take my watch, what messed with my head? Oh, and don't act like I didn't do you a favor. Those men hated you and wanted you gone, and now they are gone. I mustered the strength to stand again, moving casually to the window by the corner. I was right about one thing. I was dull, weak. Compared to her, if I refused her and she attacked me, I was a dead man. I had to keep her talking. Never met a cute succubus who seduces and kills women. Oh, please. Such a 14th century stereotype. I don't discriminate when it comes to pleasures of the flesh. But I still need an incubus like... Wait, we're an incubus? I thought we were a werewolf. I guess that makes sense how he knows how to develop the perfume, I guess, and how to use it. I still need an incubus like yourself to take the tainted seed I've harvested from the awful men and plant it among the fertile masses for me. I'm tired of jitting my lovers just to survive. Or to settle down and start a family. Ha 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 ha. Maniacal laughter. I said to myself carefully, making sure she was looking my direction. Sorry, but I'm not your guy. With a quick flick of my wrist, I whipped the old bedsheet off of the corner mirror. Lily was blinded by her own reflection and stuck into the mirror with a painful, monstrous scream. She said, "What? The mirror's that powerful?" Through my own eyes, I pulled a revolver from my desk drawer, aimed it at the mirror, and did the boom-boom. Fired. Whoa! Goodbye, Lily. Knew you were evil. That was the game. I thought the visuals would be a bit more interesting to look at. I think that's the only really flaw about this game. It did look nice, the 3D rendering models of the thing. I kind of wish it was at least like small like little figures that indicated what the characters are doing across each of the dialogue and the scenes. I think it would have made the game a lot stronger. They don't have to be full 3D rendered models or anything. I just mean like little stick figure models or something, just to illustrate like action in the scene. I felt it's a bit hard to get invested in the scene a little bit because we couldn't really say exactly what the characters are doing when they're talking. But yeah, I did like the dialogue. I did like how it's written. The music is great. I will say that I do like the noir aesthetic of the visuals though. They do look very nice, and the audio is very good too. I wish it was a bit more to the visual side. I guess that's all I ask for this game. I knew we were some type of monster too. At least we caught the culprit. So, are we the bad guys? No, we are not the bad guys. In the end. Hopefully. But yeah, that was A Monster Inside. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next part in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye.